Hello, Doofiend here, taking a look at the new MB339, and next to it being the L-39 Albatross and the C-101CC. Now, I have an F-18 and a flanker here for scale, but what I want to focus on today is that these three airplanes seem to be quite similar in terms of speed, in terms of weapons capabilities, and I want to kind of dub them as the new light strike class. Now, there's nothing new about the C-101CC or the L-39. That hasn't changed, and the MB339 edition does not make a whole lot of difference, but they are very close in their overall performance, and I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a compare and contrast today and look at how they are similar and how they are different. I would call them trainers slash light strike, because all three have the dual cockpits as well as the advanced capability for putting a hurt down on a convoy. However, there will be others that will be added in the near future, like the G-91, that will have similar overall capabilities, but not have the double seat kind of thing going on. I'm a big fan of these, all three of these aircraft. Actually, they're fantastic. I tend to fly the 101 more. The new MB339 is very exciting, and of course, there is a die-hard fan base with the L-39, and rightfully so. So to compare these, I have set up a race circuit here. I am going to fly each of these aircraft here, and I have them set up with cannons, because the L-39, there's no getting rid of that unless you go with the C model, and that's just not what I want to do today. So I'm giving all of them cannon. They all have the double cockpit. We are also at, as close as I can get to, 500 pounds of fuel. This puts us at 24% of its total fuel capacity and at 70% of its total weight, making it 8,631 pounds as tested. Next up is the C-101CC with a 30mm cannon. Has both pilots in place, and we are going to reduce the fuel down to 514 pounds. Makes that 13% of its overall fuel capacity, 65% of its total capacity, and total weight of 9,008 pounds as tested. Last but not least, the MB339A with 511 pounds makes that 30% of the total internal fuel capacity, 58% of its takeoff weight, and weighing in at 7,588 pounds as tested. The route will proceed south along the US 95 all the way down to the Stratosphere Casino, where we'll make a hard braking turn and follow the Las Vegas Boulevard strip south down to where it curves and ending finally at the Mirage Casino. We'll be looking at different factors like how tightly it turns, how much speed is lost in the turn. I'll let the viewer kind of evaluate that, but that is the route, and I want to see how these handle in realistic conditions. We're starting here with the L-39. We are kind of hitting a max speed run. I'll let you judge what speed that is on the speedometer coming in here, but that is more or less flat out and clean. on the Stratosphere Hotel. Turn to the right as hard as it can go. There we are. Back on course. See, low altitude warning there. Holding the curve pretty well. Here comes the Mirage, and this is the end right here. Okay, now C-101CC. We're going to fly the same route. Again, speedometer. Well, indicated airspeed is on the left of the artificial horizon. We are pretty close to what it will top out at in this configuration. I will let you, the viewer, judge what speed that happens to be. That is my low fuel warning. Got down below 10% fuel there. Alright, here comes the turn. Doesn't quite handle so well as the L-39. Getting back on the course here. Las Vegas Boulevard heading south. And in between the casinos. End of the run past the Mirage. There we go. Alright, now in the MB339. Gonna get a good run in here. Again, speedometer is indicated airspeed is just to the left of the artificial horizon. I'll let you, the viewer, be the judge of what that is. Starting our turn on the Stratosphere. I don't know if I'm just being too much of a wuss on the stick here, but that is definitely a wide turn. We are also kind of going pretty fast compared to the other birds. And trying to get back on course for this turn here. Alright, finishing the curve. Up here on the Mirage, and that ends the run right there. Okay. Alright, now for a practical test. Let's take out a convoy. The convoy is protected by a... sorry about my track IR fussing out today. I don't have it mounted properly. I've got a bunch of trucks protected by a striker with a 50 cal mount. Should be a pretty quick operation here. Going in with rocket pods here, the S5 rockets. Just trying to get my range in here. Got some hit some kills there. Should be it for that particular set of rockets. Let's get to the other ones. Dump those. Okay, now going to inboard rockets. Track IR works when it wants to work. Nope, never mind, it still just doesn't work. Alright. Track IR problems. Alright. Got a good enough run out here. try there. Let me try adjusting how much depression is on that pipper. There we go. That should about be right for that now. Airplane's shaking as I'm pulling as hard as it will go without sawing a wing. Alright. This is actually a good ground attack aircraft. It's just, if I had a criticism about it, it's a little bit too fragile. There we go. Alright. Got some hits, but no real joy there. Yeah, screw it. I'm going with cannons. Alright. Drop the remaining rockets, and this is just the way that this was intended to be used. This is fantastic. The twin-barreled G Shaw 23 cannon, 23mm explosive rounds. Just clean this up here. And my cannon's not firing. Ah. Alright. That's gone. That's off. Okay. That's on. Alright, let's try that. Okay, alright, we're hot. Alright. Another criticism I have is that it is way convoluted to try to use the cannon. Yeah. Alright, let's clean this up. There we go. Get some altitude for this next flight here. We'll just go on over. This is a fun bird to fly. This is a good plane. Alright, same operation here with the C-101. Get the depression set, get the rockets set up on the lower SCAR panel. Master arm on, air to ground mode. Selecting the outboard pylons there. Bring the seat down so I can see the pipper. Alright. We are all ready to go. That was a little low. Alright. We'll go with it. Yeah, I still have all my bits on my plane here. See the plane shake. This is as hard as you can pull it around without pulling the stall warning. It makes the L-39, in my opinion, more nimble. I'm just going to ignore those bullet holes. Yep. Still have all my bits of plane. The engine's still good. Alright. If I can get the lift wing there just a little bit. Yeah, that's the stick shaker stall warning there. Flight parameters. There we go, got them both. All right. Running in. Got him. All right. Track IR problem. I gotta get this fixed. Sorry about that, guys. Gonna hit the military reserve power there. Start using that. That'll probably speed things up here a little bit. this convoy up here. That's the guy that's been shooting at me too, right there. Got him. Alright. I think there's just one more truck. There he is, right there. Alright. Last one. Nope, one more. But I got him anyway. Alright. Now, I will admit that I have a bias here. I have a lot more hours in the 101 than I do with the L-39. I'm more confident in the 101. I think that it is better, and at least in my hands, I think this shows it. That does not make the L-39 not capable, because I can't perform with it. Last one. There he goes. Now, the MB339 as I load in here. Master arm, outboard, and inboard gun pods. Okay. So there's our target. Going right on in. It just doesn't seem stable to me. Something seems to be off. I should be able to track right on in here. Oh, the gun pods make the nose go down. Interesting. Alright. See about rockets. Got some hits, nothing critical. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to track on in on these guys. The nose is drifting around. Can't keep the wings level. Can't keep the wings in a straight position. I don't know if I'm going too fast. I'm to 250 knots. That shouldn't be affecting my speed or my stability. I think there's something off with this flight model. That's a cool sound. Kind of like keys jangling as you get to that stall limit there. See, I can't get this bird to just track right on in like I want. Come on, left, left, left. I got that guy finally. I think this will work. I think it just needs to be tweaked a little bit. Something you should know about the other two that this one doesn't have is that this doesn't have air-to-air missiles. I don't know why. The other ones have particularly good. The R-60 in the or R60 mic actually, on the L-39, and the AIM-9 mic on the C-101CC, which make them great for Cold War server action. This is limited to cannons for air-to-air. I got him. It works, it just doesn't track in naturally like the other ones do. Also, this sight is kind of garbage. It's gyro. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having to do some compensation for the rockets. Having to fire slightly above the rocket path. In terms of ground strike, this should be the best, but I'm having issues with the flight model. Yeah, that's a garbage shot. All right, I'm not getting this time around. Pull out. All right. Yeah, this is quite difficult compared to the other two. I don't want to draw any real conclusions just yet, but man, I remember the mod version of it 2 years ago, and didn't have these issues. I think that the flight model here is probably more realistic. I really want to like this bird. I can connect. I'm having issues tracking in. Look, I can't quite do it. All right, it might just be me. As a class, I really like these. I like the type of gameplay. I like these flight models. I really enjoy these aircraft. What is best for your entertainment dollar is up to you. I will probably have more videos that will give you more information to choose from. But yeah, this is the emerging light strike class. If there's a better name for it, then please leave it in the comments. I will totally use that, your name for it, whatever it is. But I think they're great. I think they're really similar, and I think that is the MB339 better? Yes, no, and maybe. Yeah, it's a really weird comparison, but they all seem to fit well together, and yeah, I like them. Please, if you like this type of content and want to see more, feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you in a future video.